Okay guys, one of the most common questions I get from a lot of people in support, in the groups, etc. is about this particular tool that I'm going to show you now. Okay, it's called Globalizer. It's a lot more powerful than what you might imagine at first. What it's doing is translating your video metadata and is allowing you to use that translation for optimizing your videos to get more traffic from different countries. Okay, so if somebody's looking for a video about a particular topic and they're typing in their own language, whether it's Italian or French or Portuguese, whatever it might be, if you've got your translations done with the metadata, then they can actually find your video even though they're typing in their own language. Okay, your video is still going to be in English. Okay, we've got a tool actually in the optimization alpha, the optimization video here, the little plugin here. These are all plugins, by the way, these tools on the left hand side. This optimized video has actually got a tool that does this, and we've had it since 2015, I think it was, or 2016. We had it for quite a few years. And what that did was it would do all the metadata translations, and it would upload them into your YouTube channel that you're working from, where you uploaded your video. So you upload your video, YouTube has a feature that allows you to add some translation to your video for the metadata. Okay, you can do this in bulk, and that's what we did back in 2015, I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway, that tool has been pretty well misunderstood, I guess. Probably my fault. I didn't really push it as much as I should have with the tutorials on it, but it's been there and it's been able to do that for quite some time. What I wanted to do with the Globalizer tool was something quite different, and here's where it gets different. Here's where it gets better. What this does is it will upload the video that you have done in your channel. Okay, so in my case I've got a channel that's in English language, like the video I'm doing right now. Okay, I can take that video and I can put it into these different language channels that I have created. So I've got, for example, if I just close this for a second, if I just come over to my YouTube accounts and I click on expand accounts in here, so I need to checkbox that then, expand accounts, you can see I've got Italian channel, Russian channel, Spanish channel, Finnish, Mandarin, Portuguese, etc, etc. Okay, I've got all these different language channels, Dutch, German, French, Thai, all of these different channels. Now what I can do when I start a new project in here is I can take the URL of my video and I can assign all these different languages to go to the specific channels that I have created. So for example, I can come in and I can choose, let's say, Danish, Dutch, let's take another one, French and German. Okay, I'll just leave it at that for now. That's all we need for now, just for the purpose of demonstration. And I'm going to put in here the name of the project. I'll put in here link control. That's the name of the video. Okay, so I know what that's about. That project name is just for you. Okay, now what happens here when we save it into the project, you can see it's doing the translations automatically in the background. It's going to do one at a time. And what it's doing is taking the title and some of the tags as well and description, and it's translated what it can. Okay, and we can do the same with the captions. Okay, it's actually taking the captions from the YouTube subtitles, the automated subtitles from YouTube. It's actually taken those and it has translated them and it's put them back in exactly where they should be. Powerful stuff, yeah? And then we've got the thumbnail. We can create the thumbnail as well. Okay, and so that we've got this in Danish language. So I can click and save that. Powerful, yeah? Now what's even better is that I can come over here to this where it says upload to channel, and so I can go and look for my Danish channel and I can set that as a default for the current language. That means anytime within this profile that I'm working with, okay, so we're working with profiles, for the accounts. And for each project we're working with account profiles. Then anything that I do for Danish language, any translations that I do, is automatically going to be assigned to this channel, so I only have to do this one time. Okay, I hope you're still with me. If you're not, I will recap it in a second. So what is actually happening here is the software will go download your video that you've got on your main channel. Okay, it's going to re-upload that video into your specific language channels. In this case, I have got my metadata for Danish. That is going to get uploaded into a Danish channel that I created beforehand. Okay, I had a virtual assistant go and create a whole bunch of those language channels for me beforehand. You can see I've got Russian, Spanish, Danish, etc. Okay, all in there already created, and I assign that so that when it downloads a video, it re-uploads into that channel. Then we're going to have the title in Danish, some keywords in Danish as well, what it can translate, description in Danish, okay, the captions, the subtitles in Danish, translated already, the thumbnail in Danish, okay, automated according to the title that you have gotten here, okay. So this title in Danish is going to be on that thumbnail. Then all we have to do is select a category. So I can select a how-to. You can put in some intro folder stuff if you want to put in some intro video at the beginning and some end screen stuff at the end. You can do that. And the same with the Dutch. I can come in here and look for my Dutch channel. And when I find my Dutch channel, I'm going to click on set that as a default account for the current language. And the same thing for the French, etc., etc. Okay, and every time I do that, I can also come in and do my thumbnails too. Create the thumbnail, and you can see it's in French. Save it. That's what's going to be put in there. In the German, in the thumbnail, create the thumbnail, and you can see in German language. Okay, the subtitles are going to be there in German. Subtitles are going to be there in French, in Dutch, in Danish, exactly where they should be according to what YouTube have done, and that will just assign that to go and upload into different channels. On top of that, what you can do, if I come into this optimization video part in here, okay, this is part of the old optimization alpha, which is now called TubeKIT Pro. Okay, so if you got the optimization alpha, you know about this, hopefully you've been using it. Okay, what you can do in here is you can go into translate. Now what this will do, if you click on the bulk update in here, you can select all the languages, okay, and you can put in your video URL, and you can click on update localized title and description, and what it's going to do, it's going to do the translations for that particular video that you add in here into all of these different languages, and it's going to assign that into the same channel, because when you go to upload a video in YouTube, you have that opportunity for adding some language information in there. Okay, you can do that. You can give a translation for your video. Okay, so you can say my video is in English, here is a French translation, and what it's doing then within that section of YouTube when you're uploading the video, what it's doing then is giving you that ability that you can do one language at a time. We have automated it. You can do all of it in the click of a button. Literally takes one click of a button and about 30 to 40 seconds, and it gets done. That is the TubeKIT Alpha Vid Globalizer tool that I've just shown you. Okay, the optimized video tab over here, which is a separate plugin, you can click on here to translate, and you can bulk translate within your main channel. All that one will do is change the not change the metadata, but add the metadata information into your YouTube channel, your main one. Okay, so you should be using both, and the Vid Globalizer just gives you an extra dimension. What we should be doing with this as well, that I will automate as well, is put a link to the original video within the descriptions in here. Okay, so if we got a link onto the original video that we stick in here, that means all these different language channel videos that we've got, we can run them through another tool, tools like Video Send Alpha, for example, and drive a lot of backlinks to these particular videos that are in turn linking to your main English video or your main language video, whatever you chose to use. Okay, so that makes it really super powerful tool, and very easy to use it as well. But again, I need to do a step-by-step show you how to use it. I just want to do an overview so that you can grasp the enormity of what we have built here. Okay, and we'll probably take this even further. The stuff that I won't know until we actually start to use it on a regular basis and we get some ideas. But a fantastic tool, super powerful tool. There's nothing like this anywhere. There's just nobody has got anything like this, absolutely no way. And put that together with the original optimization tool that we had for the translations, just makes it really super powerful. And plus we can put this kind of translation stuff into the playlist as well, which takes TubeKIT Alpha way beyond any other tool when it comes to the language stuff. We were the first ones to automate translations, and it never really got overly promoted, and some other people picked up the idea and did very well with it with the launches. Good luck to them. I really don't mind, but just wish that I had taken a little bit further at the time and let people understand more about the enormity of what we had created at that time. But again, we've taken it much further. This is taking things to a whole new level with those assigned channels. That means whenever you put a video on your main channel, as long as you've got those assigned channels, in literally 2 minutes you can have it going into another 20, 30, 40 channels with specific languages if you choose, and they're perfect to use for backlinking as long as we put a link in description to that original video or to a landing page. It makes it super powerful. Okay, thank you.